And with me this morning is Roy Burninghouse. He's, of course, a third board member. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Ken, once again.
Yes, happy Monday to you. A few things you want to talk about today, and we're kind of going to go through the list of some of the progress going on.
Yeah.
And then we're going to wrap it up with a meeting that was held last week with the Orange County Transportation Authority.
Yeah, that was last night, actually.
And, yeah.
So we're hot off the press.
Yeah. So let's go through the projects first.
Okay. All right. I did want to mention and remind folks that we are in the middle of budget season, and we're also in the middle of election season, and I'm sure that our residents have heard plenty about it, and we'll probably hear more about it from now on until we get through it. But it's going very well, and we're making good progress, and I think we're going to come out with a good result.
Good.
I did want to talk about a couple of pilot projects this morning that folks may not know about that we're pretty excited about. I'm excited because I live in the Gate 6 area, and we have a walkway lighting project in Gates 5, 6, 7, and 8, where we are replacing the pagodas, those little green things, with 36-inch, I think, bollards that throw about 2.5 times the light.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, and if residents want to view what they look like, come on down to cul-de-sac 212 at night, which is the first cul-de-sac on the right when you come through Gate 6, and you can see these. And we're gonna, we've got 500 on order to finish out the rest of these areas, but it makes a huge difference. And the second stage of the project, as we get money appropriated, will be to fill in the dark spots, because we still have areas where we don't have enough of these.
Yeah.
And so that may mean that you have to retrench and run your cord, or it may mean just connecting, dig a hole and connect with the existing line. So we're looking forward, but that'll be the second stage of that project.
All right, but that's an important one for sure.
Yeah, and well, it makes it's not just an aesthetic thing; it's a safety issue.
Yeah,
you got to see where you're going at night.
It'll be nice to get those eventually all taken care of.
Absolutely. And the second pilot project that we're doing for Gate 14 area, and again for cul-de-sac 212, is to put new building signs. They're larger, they're reflective on the buildings, so that you can see them when you drive in. But even more importantly, we're going to also put in new cul-de-sac signs. Those are those signs that right now are up on top of the stop sign, and your headlights are here and the stop sign's there, and at night you can't see.
Yeah.
So you can never find your way around this place at night. So we're really excited about getting both of those signs in, and over time all those other signs will be removed during the prior to paint program if we have too many of them. Some of our buildings have 4 or 5 signs on them. So I think over the years, they put new signs on, but they never took them off.
Yeah,
so,
I think you're right about that.
That's kind of where we are, but we're excited about that. And if folks like what we've done, we'll evaluate it and see if we can't develop a set of specifications and roll it out through the rest of the community.
All right.
I also want to talk about some high impact projects, and what I mean by high impact is it's going to impact the residents while they're being done. And the first one is seal coating, and this is a process where you come in and basically coat your asphalt with a coating that helps preserve the asphalt, and also helps makes it look nicer, and it tends to be shed water more easily. Not that we have a lot of water, but maybe someday we'll get some rain. But this this is going to be a rather complicated process, because some of our cul-de-sacs are very small, and if you come in and basically block it off, how do residents get to their houses and to their units? So the plan is we've got about 17 cul-de-sacs in Third to be done during the month of August and part of September. A letter went out on July 6th warning residents that this was going to happen. but a second communication will go out probably in the next couple of weeks
Okay.
to let us know exactly which ones will be done when. But the key point here is that there's going to be, where you have asphalt on two sides of the road with a swale in the middle. There's
Yeah.
a concrete swale. They'll do one side, keep the other one open.
Okay.
So that residents can get in and get out. The only complicating factor might be if you have, like we do, we have a carport on one side and a carport on the other side. Somebody's not going to be able to get their car out.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to make arrangements to either park on the street or, I've been thinking about just staying in a hotel until they're done.
Yeah.
But that's going to be nice when it's done. But it's going to be important for folks to be a little patient.
Yeah, you got to stay out of there because not
takes
only why
24
they do it,
hours.
yeah,
Yeah.
and not only that, it's not only just because of the seal coat itself. If you drive on that, it'll
Right.
kick some of that up onto your car,
Absolutely.
and now you got a mess that's very hard to get off.
It is.
The bottom of your car.
Absolutely.
So, I know when we had it done in where I live, I don't know, every 5 years or something, and it wasn't fully dry yet,
Right.
and some kid walked across it in bare feet.
Oh,
And I never saw it happen, but to
Yeah.
this day, there's still footprints
yes.
in the seal coat.
Right.
So it's,
Right.
that it'll stay there, and
Yeah.
you'll make the notifications and find alternatives for
Right.
folks, or find ways,
Yeah.
suggestions.
Yeah. So we'll work through that, but end result will be good.
Yeah.
The second high impact project, we're going to do some brush clearing along Ridge Route, all the way from Carlotta all the way down to the dog park.
Yeah.
And this is along the wall that we own, and we're going to clear the brush on both sides of the wall. And we're also going to remove dead trees, and we're going to raise the tree canopy up
Yeah.
to about 10 feet so that this now becomes a much more visible area. And we're doing that for safety and security reasons.
Yeah.
And when we get through clearing the brush, we're going to put shepherd's crooks on top of the wall to raise it to a 7-foot level. Because we have had problems with homeless folks, coming over the wall.
Yeah.
Because right now it's only 32 inches
Yeah,
high.
that's true in certain areas.
And even somebody like me who's 74 years old can jump over that
Yeah,
wall if
yeah.
I want to. So we're going to do that, but that's going to involve a lot of noise because we'll have the wood chippers in there,
Yeah.
we'll have the chainsaws, and people not to worry. We're not going to cut down any good trees. The only ones we're going to cut down are the dead trees. So not to worry about losing the protection that we have from the 5.
Yeah.
Which is very important in that neck of the woods. But again, residents will be notified when they can expect the clamor to begin. And when it's completed, when the brush clearing is completed, as I say, we'll be installing the
Yeah.
shepherd's crook. That shouldn't be very noisy or disruptive. But those chainsaws and the chippers are the ones that make
Yeah.
the most noise. So, and finally, I wanted to talk about the meeting on the proposed El Toro interchange.
Right.
A lot of people were concerned, particularly in my area, that was going to impact Gate 6. All of us have been through situations, I think, where the state has basically taken over property by eminent domain, or they give you a little money that's not usually what it's worth,
Yeah.
to expand an intersection or do a cloverleaf or whatever. In this case, I'm happy to report all the options that we saw last week were not going to impact the 5 or 6 areas. As a matter of fact, one of the options, the ones that some of us liked the most, was option 5, is going to really make it better. It's going to make going northbound, El Toro and I-5, it's going to improve that. It's going to make southbound easier. Coming off of the 5 will be pretty much the same as it is right now. But it's going to improve the traffic flow and give you another way to get southbound without going crazy roundabout and so forth. So we're very pleased that all of the options will not be messing us up on at
Very
Gate
good.
6.
And that was something like we were discussing beforehand that I recall goes back about 8 to 10 years,
Right.
where they had a long-range project. Now everything else they did, they they did the Ortega further down, San Clemente area,
Right.
and Avery area. That was supposed to be done, I think, even before the San Clemente. This
Right.
goes back years ago, and
Yeah.
for some reason it never was, and it's very much needed.
Right. Well, probably the San Clemente expansion
Yeah.
of the 5 to what, 2 more lanes going both
Right.
ways. Maybe that took all the money. So
Yeah,
they
that
may-
probably did.
They may have delayed.
Yeah.
But we're very pleased with.
Did they give a
what we
date?
saw.
Do they even give an estimate of when
No.
that might start?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it could be years away.
Well, they're still, they're still in the planning stage.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still trying to figure out which option's the best, and they took our input.
Yeah.
We filled out a little card and indicated, which option we prefer. And I think what I heard from one of our fellow board members, she stayed a little bit longer, is that the majority preferred option 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is the one they haven't priced yet.
All right.
But it makes the most
Yeah.
sense.
All right. Very good. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Well, glad to come on the show and look forward to the next time.
All right. Always good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Take
Thank
care,
you,
and
Ken.
we'll be right back.
You bet.